Well, good morning. Welcome to Allen's Day, and a beautiful day it is. It is first week in March up here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Sometimes we got snow up to our ass this time of the year, but as you can see, it's mostly melted. Got a few snow piles there yet. It's going to be in the 50s today and most of the week. I'll take it. I got a few things done this morning. Did a little playing around with the horses there, getting them fed. Did a little work around the house. Now we are back on the 2010 Pete RV hauler project. This unit, put it together last year, put a for sale video out on it, and didn't do much to try to sell it, but I did get a call on it, and they want to get it in for a pre-purchase inspection done on it, which I recommended that they have it done. So that's what I got to do, is bring that in next week down to Fleet Pride here in Green Bay. They're going to do whatever they have to do to check it over, oil samples, things like that, just to give the purchaser peace of mind of exactly what they're getting. But before I do that, I got a few little things I got to tweak on here. I want to have done before this truck leaves. Well, let me get the door open here, get some sunshine in here, take advantage of this fresh air that we have. And so what we got on the list here for today is I've got a wheel seal, not a wheel seal, an axle that there's a little bit of wet right around here coming out. So I want to pull this axle out of here and put a new gasket on there. Sort of bothers me. I think there's been a couple other people in here doing work on this truck, and how come I'm the one out here making sure the son of a bitch doesn't leak? I think that should have been the responsibility of the last guy that was in this truck, but same old, same old. You got to be careful of who's doing what on your vehicles. So I'll get that changed out, and then also I want to swap the rear tires out on there. Reason being is we've got a 2009 Peterbilt with better tires that's sitting way out there out in the parking lot. I want to put the best tires I can on this unit before it leaves here, so I'll switch out the tires, get that seal done. Just want to do whatever I can to make sure that whoever's buying this, they're going to have a pretty nice truck here. So let me get started. Getting the truck jacked up. Now the best thing I like is a jack that I had gotten. It is a pneumatic jack over hydraulics. And all you do is you push the button and it lifts up. Who would have thunk it? Pretty good idea. The jack stands underneath here, and go to work getting some tires off of here. So here's what I got for pulling the tires off. Got the big boy from Milwaukee. They got the big batteries on there, and a 33 millimeter socket. And let's see what that'll do for getting these tires off. That looks like that'll work just fine. Back in the day, when all you had was a breaker bar, you'd have to go to work and pull all them lugs off of there. So let me put this Milwaukee to work. I'll get this pulled off of here, and we'll get this tires and rims off. Get the axle pulled out of here. Get that put back together so we can get this thing back on the road. Tires are off. Time to pull the axle out of here. That's pretty straightforward. Pull these bolts out, slide this out, and replace the gasket, clean up the surface, and we're good to go. Well, I found the problem. That's a good thing. I know what's going on here. The last guy that was in here decided to put the damn thing together with a broken frickin' gasket. That's exactly where it was leaking, so let me get this scraped off, cleaned off, and put a real light coat of ATV on one side just to hold it in place. Don't know if it's necessary, but it'll make me feel good. I'll get this gasket replaced, get that put back in there. And you notice some of the studs came out of there, came out of the housing here. I'll put a little bit of Loctite on this so that hopefully the nut will spin off next time on there. So, well, let me get her back together before I lose all my oil. Back in. I'll put some red Loctite on these studs. That way, hopefully the next guy, the stud will stay in the hub and the nut will spin off like it's supposed to. So it's not going to hurt. Axle's back in. All cleaned up, ready to go. Now I got to go out and get those tires. Before I do that, I always like to put a little bit of oil on the threads here. I hate running dry threads on there. So this is just a little of my old squirt can. I think there's a little ATF or hydraulic oil in here, and I just got to put a couple little squirts on there. Just running those nuts on there dry. Well, let me go out and grab those tires off the other truck. We're going to put the John Deere to work this morning. All these tires out to the Blue Pete. Get them switched out and grab a set of tires off of there. We'll be all set. They're on there. Let me grab a jack, some blocking, impact, and we'll get this thing done. We're loaded up. Got the jack, some blocking, good to go. The John Deere fired up, and go take a ride. Looks like the horses are enjoying the sun also. after some tires. Well, let me get unloaded and we'll get some tires off. Almost got them switched out. You can see these tires they got a lot of life left in them. The reason I got rid of these tires here, this one in particular, I'm not even sure what truck this came off of, but it's got a bunch of flat spots in the tire. That's why I got rid of it. So that match set there, I think that it's going to do just fine. And as long as I got you guys here, does anybody want a 2009 Peterbilt? It's got a ISX Cummins in there. A lot of good parts on here yet. You saw me some of the other videos that I got the APU running in there, and it's got some good fuel tanks. It's a pretty good truck overall, but the numbers just don't work out to do the work on the motor there. As you saw, something happened up in the valve train there. The motor, it turns over, but it hits a hard spot on that valve train. I think it dropped the valve down a little bit. So here's what it is. Good parts truck. Make me an offer. No reasonable offer will be refused. It needs to get out of here relatively soon. So it'd be a good project truck for somebody to do something with. Not quite sure, but it's set up with a double bunks in here. Inside's pretty good here. It's got the full dash in here, and it's got a 10-speed transmission in there. That's the big drawback these days, is trying to get rid of a truck that's a manual transmission. My mistake for buying a truck with a manual transmission. For me, it was no big deal because I drove semi-tractor for years and shifting's no problem. The rest of the world doesn't want trucks that shift anymore, so that's why I sort of ended up getting stuck with this one here. So anyways, if anybody wants a truck, get a hold of me, let me know, make me an offer, pick her up. It is titled as a motorhome already, so if you want to make an RV hauler out of it, there you go. Well, let me get the rest of these tires back on here, get the jacks out of there, get this project put to bed here. Just like that, we got her done. Got the different tires on there, got them tightened down. Next thing is, got to go through and put the big torque wrench on there and get her torqued down. Nothing too exciting today, but had to get done. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.